Hey, power of habit. Have you guys ever thought of the power of habit and how it can make your life so easy? Well, what happens is the more often you do something, whether it's make a video, upload it to YouTube, or wake up, go for a run, or wake up, brush your teeth first thing, or um, you know, fucking drive while texting, whatever. Anything you do on a regular basis becomes easier. It requires less willpower, it requires less thought energy, and you get better at it. You can get really good at something without any more effort. The more you do it. So when it comes to eating a healthy diet, for example, you know, for someone like myself, I'll wake up, I can have a smoothie, I can have a mono meal of pears, I can have a mono meal of papayas, and I don't really have to think about it. I just wake up, take the fruit, cut it, eat it. That's it. But for other people who haven't been eating a healthy diet for a long period of time, what they have to do, they have to wake up and then they have to think about, like, am I gonna have a coffee first thing? Am I gonna have a cigarette first thing? Am I gonna have a bowl of cereal? Am I gonna have some toast? Am I gonna put some cream cheese on that toast? Or wait, hold on, should I maybe have some fruit? And if I have some fruit, what should I eat? Should I have like an apple, or should I have a banana? Is this banana ripe enough? Can I blend it with this like avocado, or should I have some should I put some milk in my smoothie? Or they just have to think so much, and it's very draining to have to make all these decisions, these micro decisions, mini decisions surrounding just one decision of breakfast. So when people say just go vegan, or they say like just eat more fruit, it it's really not that simple for the person actually wanting to make that choice. They have to overcome so many old habits because they're in a different paradigm. The people who are already eating a fruit diet or already vegan, they're in a vegan paradigm. Everything in there is so easy for them. But for other people, they're in an old paradigm, and breaking into a new paradigm, it requires, initially anyway, and it requires a lot of willpower, to break free of those old habits and come into the new paradigm. But once you do enter the new paradigm, it's easy. It's so easy. And when you're in this new paradigm, you're thinking, how did I ever used to live in that old paradigm? How did I ever used to wake up and have bagel and cream cheese? Or how did I ever used to eat pizza, leftover pizza, gluten and cheese and all that crap? Because you're thinking about it from this new paradigm that you're in. So each paradigm comes with its own set of habits. So the people in the old paradigm, everything they do is habitual. Most of the things they do are habitual. And the things they don't do, or the things that aren't habitual, require willpower. So when you want someone to get really, really healthy, you say, okay, well, just start eating really clean and just work out. Exercise, and then that'll make you crave, healthier foods, whatever. Well, that's not always the case. And oftentimes what happens is if someone doesn't exercise a lot, they're just always sitting on the couch, they have to get up and then they have to go exercise. That is a choice that they have to make. It's a decision they have to make, and therefore it's gonna drain some willpower. So when they get home from the exercise, their willpower is so much lower, and you think it'd be higher, but it could actually be lower because they have to make that decision. They have to choose to do that. They have to think about exercising. That drains willpower. So when they come home, they have all this fruit in front of them. They're really hungry. They just worked out. But that's another decision. It's another choice they have to make. It's another thing they have to really think about, is thinking about eating this fruit instead of eating, their regular bagel and cream cheese or whatever it is. So habits allow us to do things without having to think about them. Habits allow us to do things without having to drain our willpower. Habits allow us to do things without even thinking about them. So initially, when we see someone coming over to a new lifestyle, we got to give them time. We got to be patient with them. We got to allow them to develop habits instead of just expecting everything to click right away. But just we can be stoked, we can be excited for them that they at least want to make the change, and then just be there to support them and allow them to make the 100% complete change when they're ready for that. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about briefly power of habit and how I think it's so important that we realize that things take time, and when we make choices, even if they're positive choices, they can be a drain on our willpower. I didn't choose to wake up this morning and have a mono meal of fruit. That wasn't a choice. I just woke up and I just saw the fruit and I just did it. And it's the same with people when they're eating junk food. They wake up, they see they wake up, they don't choose to open the fridge, but they just wake up, they open the fridge, they grab the leftover pizza and they eat it. It's just something they do. They wake up, they grab their pack of cigarettes, they take a smoke out and they just light it, and you see all sorts. You can hear all sorts of cigarette smokers. They say, "Oh, it's habitual. It's just a habit. I smoke out of habit." And then you're thinking, "Oh no, that's an addiction. You're addicted." Blah 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 blah. But it truly is a habit. And addictions are they're addictions, yeah, obviously, but they don't feel like an addiction to the person who's doing them. They just feel like a habit. So what I'm saying is just do something regularly enough, whether it's waking up eating healthy food or waking up and doing some exercise first thing in the morning. Wake up, do whatever often enough, and then it just becomes a habit. It's effortless. So yeah, check out the book The Power of Habit if you want more information on this. It's an amazing audiobook that you can listen to while you're going for a big walk or working out at the gym or whatever, and you learn all about willpower in that book as well. So peace. Hope you got something on this video.